Starting transmission.
Has it got your chat?
Yeah, chat's there.
Close the Google Chrome window so that you don't start getting double stuff.
I can do that? Just close it?
Yep.
Quit.
Yep.
All right. Are we there? Hi, Mom, can you hear me? Chat if you can hear me and if you can hear me okay. We had, as you know, technical difficulties. Yeah. So, but it looks like it's worked. I apparently have some crazy software now for my streaming. So I just upgraded in 10 minutes.
Your screen's all squashed.
Hold on, we're gonna fix one more thing. Yeah.
Does it look okay? Or do you look squashed?
I look squashed.
There's nothing I can do.
That's fine.
Right now.
It's fine. I'm on the ground most of the time.
You have to keep me on my toes.
Oh, so hi everyone. We're a couple minutes early because we're just sorting some stuff out. So we'll be back. Okay. All right. It's 2 p.m. Let's get started. Let's sit on our seats. Come grounded. Come present. There's a few people running late, so we're going to take our time and just settle in. Relax. Breathe. It's been in my little friend and family bubble, it's been a particularly rough week of just holidays coming up and people can travel and they can't travel and sick loved ones, etc. So let's just take a moment and breathe. Be grateful we're here. Today we're going to open up our chests, open up our hearts, and it's not going to be scary. We're not doing back bends or anything crazy. We're just going to really focus on letting the breath expand our ribs and open our hearts. So, one big inhale, and then let it go. Exhale, shake it out. Come to a comfortable seat. If you're not there already, so feet out in front, half lotus, lotus, whatever suits. We're going to interlace your hands at the back of your skull. And you're going to hug your elbows into your face. Breathe in, hold here, and let it go. Next big inhale, start to lean back, letting gravity take your head into your hands, opening up your chest. Pull your belly in. Big inhale. And let it go. You might feel a little shaking in your core and your belly. That's good. We want that because you are also engaging your core, pulling you up and back. One more big inhale. And exhale, come back up to neutral. Keeping the hug in your head, your elbows around your face. Lift up, crown of your head reaches for the sky, and then start to tilt your right ear down to the right side of your space. Opening up your left side body now. Your left side of the rib cage, up and over. Pulling up out of your hips, pull out of your waist, and slowly go down. Come back to center, other side. Big inhale pulls you up and over to your left side. Keep your elbows in towards your face and relax your neck, relax your head. No strain or tension there. Your arms and your core are doing all the work. And then come back up. Now, big inhale. Open your wings, open your elbows. Stick out your chest, look to the sky. And then exhale, close your wings and round your back. Let it all go. Inhale, open your chest, open your wings, look to the sky, head goes back, and then exhale, all the way down, round your back. Elbows come around your face. 2 more times. Big inhale, take your time, let your head fall, let your elbows fall to the side. And exhale through your mouth, round your back, and close your elbows. One last time. Biggest inhale of your day. Breathe in, expand, extend, lengthen. And exhale, fold, round, contract. Come back to neutral. Release your hands. Maybe rock your head back and forth. Shake it out. And we're going to meet in tabletop. So, come hips over knees. Shoulders over your wrists. Knees shoulder width apart. Hands are shoulder width apart. Right arm comes up and then comes around your back to just rest. You're resting your forearm on the small of your back. Breathe in, keep your hips square and look to the top of your space, and you're slightly stretching your right shoulder. The front pec area, the front part of your chest. Belly up and in. And then start to open your chest to the right side. So your right hand kind of goes and falls on the left side of your hip. Keep your hips square for this, but your gaze is now looking up towards the ceiling, a deeper stretch into the shoulder. If it's too much, you can always back off and kind of pull your hand back up to the small of your back, right here. Wherever the stretch feels good is where you want to be. And then one inhale here, and then stay for the exhale. Now shift your weight to your left side of your body, so your left palm, your left leg, and start to straighten your right leg out to the back of your space. Now your chest is very much turning to the ceiling, barreling up towards the sky, and lift your hand up to the sky. Your gaze is over your right hand, pointing up. Relax your shoulder blade down and back towards the back of your spine. Breathe in, extend all the way over. Hand comes up and over your head to a supported wild thing. So stretch is on the right side of your body, balancing on your left. And then hand comes down to the ground, knee comes down to the ground. We're back in tabletop. Other side. Left hand reaches up. Left hand reaches around to the small of your back. Hips are square, chest is square. And we lift our chest up to the front of our space. Slight stretch in our pec on our left side, our chest. And then we start to open up our chest to the left side. This side feels a lot different. A little more balanced, the core needs to be a little more engaged. And gaze is to the left side of your room. Stay here, one inhale and one exhale. Then on the inhale, shift your weight to your right side and your left leg comes back as we open up completely to the left side. Heart is spiraling towards the ceiling. Gaze is following your hand, which is now reaching for the sky. Breathe in and stay for the exhale. On the inhale, reach up over your head with your floating arm to the top of your space. Maybe your gaze follows. And stay here for a big inhale. The bigger inhale, the more of a stretch you get in your rib cage on your left side. And then hand comes down to meet your right. Left comes down to meet your right. One cat-cow here, neutral. Your spine, drop your belly. Chest goes up, smile. And then exhale, push the ground away, round your back, head drops. Come back to neutral. Whew. Wiggle your tail, tuck your toes, and then hips go up and back, down dog. Relax your head, and then maybe this time you play with what it feels like to push your chest a little more towards your feet. Protecting your shoulders, only go as far as feels good. Pedal out your feet. Relax your head down towards your mat, creating space between your earlobe and the top of your shoulder. Breathe in, look to the top of your mat. On your exhale, you're going to tiptoe, 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 all the way to the top. Feet come between your hands, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to your shins to pull or push your waist out of your hips. And then exhale, fall down. Relax your head. Inhale, rise up to standing mountain. Hands come to meet at the top of your head. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Maybe close your eyes here. Just feel your breath, feel your chest. Push against your thumbs. And then your thumbs push against your chest when you exhale. One more just like that. Feel your feet planted into the earth. Knees slightly bent. Breathe in. And exhale. All right, lift your hands up to the top. Breathe in. And on your exhale, cactus your arms, 90-degree bend, lean back. So from the front, looks like this. Feet shoulder width apart, belly in, gaze to the sky, opening up your heart to the heavens, and then come back up. Cross your right foot in front of your left and bend your knees. So you might have to put your front foot a little further out in front to make space for a nice, generous bend. And then bring your hands to your heart center, hinge at your hips, all the way down. Your chest and your head are the last things to come to your mat. Hands come down for extra support, and then you start to straighten your knees. Feel a massive stretch right there in the right glute, the right butt cheek. Breathe in and exhale. Let it go. Shake out your head. Bend your knees generously again. Roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to standing position. Hands come up, they meet the top of your head. Then your right leg swoops around behind your left. Bend your knees again, find that space, find that stability. We don't want to bend over without being stable. So we find it here, bend, hands come down to heart center, start to hinge at your hips, and then slowly fall down. Relax your head. And start to straighten your legs. Square off your hips. Inhale, maybe your chest comes up a little bit to extend to the top of your mat, and then you let it go. Whew. Generous bend in your knees, squat down, vertebrae by vertebrae, pulling in with your belly. Head is the last thing to come to the top. Arms come up. Stand straight. Level out your feet again. Get them underneath your hips. Get the four corners of your feet grounded. And then inhale, rise. Hands come to meet at the top of your space. Shift your weight to the ball of your toes, hovering your heels ever so slightly. And then as your hands come to your chest, you bend your knees. We're going down to a toe stand. Your knees might go crack, 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 crack. And that is fine, as long as it doesn't hurt, of course. Then put your feet out in front here, or your hands out in front of your feet, and come to your shins. Right hips over your knees. Tuck your toes here for extra balance, and then spread your knees a little wider than your hips. So you have a good stable foundation. Lift your hands up, then your right hand comes down to the base of your spine, fingers pointing down. So you're like this. Then, let out all your air. And then on your inhale, expand your rib cage and lift your left arm up and back as if you're reaching to the back of your space. Use your right hand for support, pulling your tailbone down, or pushing your tailbone down, I should say, which will then pull your waist up out of your hips. Your gaze goes up and back, and then come back to neutral. Hands come together at the top. Your left hand comes down to the base of your spine, fingers pointed down. Let out your air. And then on your inhale, extend, expand, stretch, and reach up and back. Smile, you're maybe shaking. That's fine, that's good, that's working your core, we want it. Your hand is pushing your hips forward, creating a nice little C shape from your knees all the way up to the crown of your head. Breathe in. And then exhale, let it go. Hands come down, feet shoot out as if we're doing a high plank. We're just here briefly. Go ahead and drop your knees and then drop your elbows to your forearms. Shoulders are over your elbows now. Nice little box shape with your arms. And then use the balls of your feet to help press your knees up off the ground. Now you're in this little fun pose, a little forearm plank. Then drop your right knee and send your left heel down behind you for a little calf stretch. Right knee barely touches the mat. And then switch. So left knee comes down, barely touches your mat. Right heel shoots back, stretching your right calf muscle. And then let's switch again. Woo. And then we'll switch again. Keep going back and forth at your own pace, at your own desired stretch. Belly up and in, core is still engaged. You're working your shoulder muscles, and you're working your belly muscles, and you're stretching your calves all at the same time. And then come back to a solid forearm plank. Drop your knees, and then drop your hips. We're automatically in Sphinx Pose. So a Sphinx, named after those nice monuments in Egypt. This is what it looks like, a Sphinx Pose. Spread your legs further apart. So take your heels and take them to the wide sides of your mat. This gives you space for your lower back. And then pull your forearms and your elbows down and back energetically, as if your elbows are going to go back towards your heels. And this will pull your chest up towards the ceiling. Chin up, away from your chest. Breathe in and let it go. Now, fun transition. Tuck your toes back under, and you're going to shoot your hips towards the back of your space. Let your it's toy. You're looking right in the middle of the arms. And then you come back up. Ooh. Back to Sphinx. Just like that. Then slowly let your chest down. Arms come out to a T position at your side. So elbows are directly on the side of your shoulders. 90-degree angle in your elbows. Lay down your right ear. Look to your left hand and then pitch up your left hand like a tent. Elbow shoots to the sky. Bend your left leg and then slowly bring your left leg up and over, turning onto your right side. This is a nice twist for your back. It's a lovely stretch for the front of your right shoulder. Breathe in and let it go. This is definitely a great stretch for us who work on computers all day or drive all day. Whew. Now take your fingers of your right hand, and what happens if you use your fingers to crawl your elbow up a little bit? Maybe it stretches a different part of your chest, a different part of your shoulder. Or same action but backwards, taking your elbow down back towards your feet. Maybe that's a little different. Slowly bring your left leg back to the floor and both hands now in cactus. Other side. Right hand comes up like a tent, elbow to the sky. Left ear is down on your mat. Right leg comes up and swings on over with the help and balance of your right hand. Breathe in. Come back up. Inhale, lift your chest up. Breathe in. And let it go. One more time, just like that. Lift up, Cobra. Lift your hands to the side, using just your back muscles to pull your shoulder blades down and back towards your tailbone. And then let it go. Use your hands, push your booty back behind you. All right, we're back in down dog. Shake it out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. And then exhale, travel your feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Use your palms against your shins. And then let it go. Exhale. Inhale, rise to standing. Hands come to meet at the top of your mat. And then you exhale, straight down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins. Exhale, forward to high plank. Shoot back, down dog. Let it go. Breathe in, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step to the top, feet come between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, bend your knees, stand. Look, see your prayer as it meets the top of your space. And then you fall back down again, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. Drop your knees, and then slowly drop your chest, keeping your triceps pressed against the outside of your rib cages. Untuck your toes. Lift up to Cobra, or if you're feeling the flexibility, up dog. Thighs come up off your mat. And then shoot back, down dog. Breathe in, look to the top of your space. Exhale, step to the top. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms against your shins and then fall down. Then on your inhale, booty drops, chest comes up. We're immediately in chair pose. Feet shoulder width distance apart. Hands up. Breathe in, stay here. And stay for the exhale. Sit down a little lower. And on the inhale, cactus your arms. We've been here before. Elbows are coming down and back behind you, opening your chest. And then rise, straighten your legs, hands come up. Breathe in, exhale, back to chair. Now hands come out towards the back. So we're in a lightning chair here, like a lightning bolt shooting out of the sky. Breathe in and start to flap your palms together behind you. Using your back muscles right here in between your shoulder blades to pulse your palms together behind you. This is counteracting your slouch all day. This is good. This is going to help posture. So sit here for a little bit, breathe in, and then exhale, keep going. Inhale, rise, hands come to meet. Exhale, forward fold. Weight shifts to your right foot, left foot steps back to the back of your mat. Drop your back knee. low lunge. Keep your left hand where it is on the inside of your front foot, but right arm comes up, easy twist. Little different than the beginning of class, but the same motion, the same twirling and barreling of your chest to the sky. Now another fun transition here, identify your right hand in the sky, and then that right hand is going to circle back, down, front arm comes up and back, and here we go. Now your left hand is at the base of your spine, right arm is in the sky. And again, just like in the beginning, we're going to press down on our tailbone here with our left hand to really launch our chest up first and then lean back. If you're wobbling, just heel toe your front foot to the outer side of your mat and sit down just a little more. This will give you more balance and stability, a wider stance. Breathe in, exhale, frame your front foot. All right, breathe in, hands come up, Anjaneyasana, and this time on the exhale, cactus your arms, sit down deep, open to the sky. Breathe in, and again, your hands frame your front foot. Use your back toes to pick up your back knee, and then your back foot comes to meet your front. Breathe in, halfway lift. And then exhale all the way down. Inhale, sit down again, chair pose. We're not staying here as long, so get down deep, get down where you left off. Breathe in, and then on the exhale, open your chest. Whew. Inhale, rise. Exhale again, all the way your hands come to the bottom of your spine, right here, right above your booty, and you start using your shoulder blades and pinching as if someone's hand was between your shoulder blades and you're trying to pinch it. That's where you go. Make sure your shoulders stay down and back, and sit down deeper, belly in, and rise. Well done. Hands come to meet at the top of your space. Exhale, forward fold. Now shift your weight to your left. Your right toe picks up and shoots to the back. Drop your back knee. Right hand stays placed on the inside of your front foot, and left arm comes up. Easy twist. Barrel your chest to the sky. Really focus on pulling up and over. So you're almost arching as well as twisting. Using the support of your right hand, look to the sky, look to your floating left hand. And then our fun transition, your top arm circles back and down and around, bringing your front arm to the back. So now your right hand is at the base of your spine. Ta-da! Then square off your hips. Widen your stance if you need to with your front foot, and sit down low. Chest comes up and over. Breathe in. Stay for the exhale. Look to the sky. One big breath in, and then exhale. Rebalance. Frame your front foot. Stay here briefly, and then use your chest and your arms to lift you up. And then cactus your arms. Sit down deep. Really feel the stretch in your chest and in your front right hip. And then frame your front foot. Awesome, guys. Hand, foot comes back. You're now in down dog. Shake it out. Shake out your head. And then come to your knees. Come to your knees at the back of your mat. Inner feet touch. Knees go a little wide. So knees are wider than your hips. So you have this little bit of a V. Face you this way, like so. Then take your hands and now clasp them at the base of your spine and see how this feels. This is your cool down is only to feel how much open your chest is, your shoulders are, where there still may be tension. Maybe areas that need to work on. Close your eyes. And if clasping your hands isn't in your practice today, bend your arms and crawl your fingers up your forearms as far as feels good. Breathe in and let it go. All right, on this inhale, prepare to bend down to child's pose. On the exhale, pull up into your core. Slowly, slowly, belly in, lean forward. Again, chest and head are the last things to meet your mat. Relax your tailbone back to the earth. Release your hands and let them fall to the side of your shins. Taking all the pressure off your shoulders. Maybe massage your third eye, your forehead into the mat. Then slowly take your hands right under your shoulders. Push you up. Bring your knees together and shift your hips to the side, bringing your legs and feet out in front of you. Keep your eyes closed. Hands to your heart. Thank you all for joining me. This is our last class before Christmas. Next week will be our last class of 2020, our last 2020 live stream. Through this stressful time, just say the good that needs to be said, be the good that needs to be done, and most importantly, be gracious and good to yourself and others. We lift our prayer hands to our forehead and a big collective inhale. Expand your chest for the last time in this class, and then exhale, fold forward, bow as we say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for doing that. That was, technical difficulties like you would not believe. 2020 is still in its glory to the bitter end. I hope you could hear me okay. I hope it looked okay. Thank you so much for sticking in with it. I love you guys. There we are in the chat. Tanya, better late than never. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. Mwah. Of course, click like and subscribe below, and we'll see you next week, and hopefully with a few less technical difficulties, which were all my fault. I'm sorry. All right, love you guys. Have a great rest.